Hello everybody, Frankie Day back again on YouTube. Okay guys, this is another winter project that needs to be finished before this winter's over with. And I got a pretty good head start on it. I've done a video on this as a winter project review that I've done on about 3 weeks or a month ago on model Shipways Baltimore Clipper. One sitting over here next to me, behind me over here. Okay guys, getting along with this right here. Before we get started on this, guys, most of my videos now is not going to be on a model only till it's finished. It's going to be 5 or 6 of them done at a time. 1 week I'll be working on the Baltimore Clipper. Next week I'll be working on the Arizona. Next week I'll be working on the Flying Cloud. Next week after that I'll be working on the Bounty. It will just go back and forth to a continuous circle until they're finished. Eventually I'll have them done. Because essentially the HMS Bounty will not take long to get her done. I mean, I got probably a good, maybe, I can have that ship done in 1 week. I can have it completely finished. So she's that close to being done. And so right here I like to be able to put a good dent in this one before I get this one started, finished up. But this been good competition along with Gary Brinker's Budo schooner that he's doing by model Shipways. And so haven't I got the same kind of kits in general, but these are better kits to be in mind, folks. Okay guys, before we get started with the view of the Baltimore Clipper, I'm going to do right here a little history about this thing. The Baltimore Clipper came out during the very early 19th century, during the 1812 wars. During the English and the United States were going at it, and during the Napoleon Wars, also the wars of 1812, and the private, actually they're maintained and ran. They're more or less revolutionized by privateers, which were the forefathers of the United States Navy, and a lot of privateers used them as revenue cutters. And so with their sleek design, they're very fast. They were designed to get in and get out like a barracuda. You know, if you got it don't matter. These things are not bashful when they come up to a 100-gun man of war. When you got a first-rater man of war, a ship of the line like the HMS Victory and the Serapis, and also the Surprise, and you have all these big, huge first-rater ships of the line, 100 gunners. I mean, a Baltimore Clipper can get in without a fuss, and they're fast. They can hit hard and get out real quick. SS United States was a fast frigate, Old Ironsides. She was designed in a similar motion. She was a fast frigate. Probably wondering about this hat. I gotta feel the part, fellas, when you're building these model ships right here. You know, my wife says, Frank, we can do this old silly hat. And I say, you know something, I think I'll wear it just to entertain my buddies out there, to give them a good laugh or something, you know? You know, like William Shakespeare used to say, the world is a stage. He's right. Anyway, guys, getting back to this. We'll get to the Baltimore Clipper. Anyway, these Clippers, Baltimore Clippers, were very, very fast, swift vessels. And they gave a lot of ideas to clipper ship designers in the late 19th century, such as Webb, also Donald McKay, who designed the Flying Cloud, the Sovereign of the Seas, the Flying Fish, the Staghound, all these wonderful clippers. And also Jim Webb, he actually designed the Young America, the Flying Fish, the Sea Witch, the Comet, the Ariel, the Helena, all these fast clippers. And they got their design from this here ship. Okay guys, this is I got this ship 15 years ago for my birthday. And actually, about 15 years ago, this kit actually came out. It was one of the first produced in the laser plank and frame. Years ago, fellas, the model Shipways, they more or less made solid hull model ships. They never did make plank and frame back in those days. So by the late 1970s, I think they stopped. They went eventually. They stopped production on making solid hulls. Now I have a 1/16 scale, 1/192 scale of the solid hull model of the Clipper of the Young America, and it's a solid hull. It's about 22, 23 inches long, about split to the end of the spanker, and so she's every bit of that long. Very, very precision model it is. But like I say, you know, model shipways used to make solid hull models. You don't do it no more, so they more or less tendency go to the connoisseur. That people like to build something like this out of plank and frame, as though it's the real machine. So anyway, folks, this is an old kit, been around for a while, at least 15 years to my nature. This is the model Shipways Baltimore Clipper, probably the Baltimore too. The first Baltimore Clipper they had was sunk due to foul weather at sea, and the ship foundered and sunk. And they made a second one of these, which is called the Pride of Baltimore Clipper 2. And I think it's in Massachusetts and New England states. And they're more or less out there for excursion. A lot of people can charter rides on them, you know. And very wet ship, but fast. A very beautiful ship. And so I'm trying to more or less take away from the plans. The plans I gave you model shipways are very good, excellent plans. But there's a lot to desire on them. A lot of details in there are too compiled, but too much for a model of this caliber right here, and only hands only can make so much. And so actually the plans of this ship was drawn from the Pride of Baltimore 2 instead of the original privateer of 1812. So actually they probably got their information from the plans from the Washington D.C. and probably the Army Corps of Engineers, where they stored all the blueprints for plans. So anyway, that's where they got these at. Okay, folks, here's the model shipways right here, Baltimore Clipper, as you can see. Right here, she's on her ways right here. The kit, they gave you a lot of wood for this kit, folks. I got enough wood left over in this kit right here to build me another one of these almost. All the deck furniture is all made by hand, folks. So far, for the last review video I did on this, I've done a lot of work on, done iron work on the bowsprit. I got the Dolphin Striker installed. I got the bobstay spreaders installed, and I got the bobstays eye bolts installed underneath the jib boom right there. I've got the anchor chain all through the wrapped around the anchor windlass down to the hawse pipe. Comes out the hawse out of the bow into the chain locker back to the boatswain locker. You get the fife rail. And you got the galley right there with a Charlie Noble with the smokestack. Got the salon compartment. You get the mid fife rail. And also you got your belaying bench right there for the mainmast. And the companionway. And also the aft. There's a rudder right there. And those are the ways. This came from the kit, folks. All the timber they give you comes from the kit. I made these from the plans. This kit's all plank and frame, folks. The only bad thing about this kit I don't like about it is the plank and frame, the keel and the bulkhead, they begin to warp after you put them on. So you really got to batten them down real quick to keep them from warping. Okay, guys, I want to get this video off right now because get it uploaded. So next video, folks, I'll have all the dead eyes on there, and also the chain plates will be installed, or the stroppings, and I'll probably get the mast all stepped out ready to install. So after that, I got to make gun tackle for the gun, so I'm going to make a jig for that to get them all rigged up. Once that's all done, there's nowhere to go but upward. Okay, guys, sling it back to me right here, and we'll finish up the video here. Okie dokie, boys. Okay, guys, it's getting late right now. I didn't mean to make a fast video of this. I want to get this thing uploaded so I get to bed. I got to work tomorrow. And we'll catch you guys probably a couple of days. I have another update of this. And we'll swing on to something else next. Okay, fellas, y'all take care. It's Frankie Day signing off. Please subscribe. Make God bless. Make Mama happy. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye, boys.